Hi guys, it's Michelle Reeds. So welcome back to my channel. I still haven't come up with a new name for this channel, hopefully soon. So last month was a total failure. I only read one book out of the 8 books, which uh, it was probably obvious if you saw my first TBR video which book it was, because it's usually a really quick read to read those type of books. And I'm currently on the second book, halfway through, but I'm not the type of reader that DNFs books, so I decided let me just put it to the side and pick it up whenever I feel like I'm ready to, finish it. Because I have done this before last year with like 1 or 2 books. So that's what I'm currently going to do. And I'm going to pick. So, since my rule with me is if I fail, like I have to read a minimum of 4 books per month. And since I failed January, I have to do the pick or blindly choose your next TBR books. So, I mean, I do like the blindly choosing TBR videos. So it's not really a big deal to me, but there are some books here that I'm just not in the mood to read. Now, I did choose, since it is February, it's the month of romance, Valentine's. All of these books do have either it's pure romance or it does have multiple genres to it, like romance, fantasy, etc. So, but I wanted all romance books. So there's some books I'm really excited about, and there's some books that I'm just like, please, I don't get it. So I do have my jar here. Now, unfortunately, there's only 16 books. I can only fit 16 on the top shelf because there are a few books that are like 400 plus pages. So, yeah. So I do have numbers 1 through 16 in this cup, which I will randomly choose. But before I get into this, if you guys saw my first TBR video, I did make a mistake. I did have a couple. I pulled a card that said, or the prompt was a couple on the cover, and I did have one book that had a couple on the cover. So to make up for that mistake, I have to read this book in the month of February. So, Brides and Brothers by Anika R. Walker. This is a retelling of Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which I'm super excited about because it is one of my favorite musicals, classic musicals. If you don't know it, the movie is I think it's from like, I think they made it in the 50s. I think give or if you guys know, comment below. But it's one of my favorite musical movies. And they did make a TV series that came out, I think, probably in the late 70s or something. But I heard it didn't do well. And I don't plan to watch it. So I thought this would be interesting to read. Now, there is another book I really want to get that is also a retelling of Seven Brides or Seven Brothers. I believe it's called The Cafe by the Sea or something like that. So I would like to get that book as well and compare it with this one and see which one's a really, it's a better retelling. So I'm looking forward to this book. So the second part of the punishment is I have to add an additional book to my pile. So instead of 7, it has to be 8. But even though, it really doesn't matter because I have to read this, so I have to choose 7 anyways. So fortunately there is no graphic novels or mangas on this shelf, so I don't need to worry about that part. However, I wanted to do something a little bit different compared to other blindly choose TBR videos. So I do have 2 books that are in like a floral poly bag, and if I end up choosing one of those, then it's a chance for me to pick another book. If I pick another of the floral polybag book, then I have to go with the first one that I picked. But if I pick a teal, then I can decide whether I want to read the book that's in the floral or the book that's in the teal. So that's one of the rules for this game. So let's get started here. Okay. Let's see. First number is 15. Oh, it looks like it's a thick book too. It might be. I think I know which book this is. But let's see. I hope it is what I think it is. Oh no. So it is Dangerous Alliance by Jenicky Cohen. I'm not sure how you pronounce the first name, sorry. But it is Dangerous Alliance and an ostentatious romance. I am very intrigued about this book because I do like Jane Austen, which like I mentioned before, I've never read any of her books, but I do love the movies, etc. So I hope it's just as good. So this, it says here in the back, for the first time in days, Vicky felt sure all would turn out well. Perhaps her life had become a sensational novel for a few weeks, but surely it would end like Pride and Prejudice and leave her happy and in a position to help her dear family. She faced Althea, I'm charged with finding a husband and I will not shirk my duty. So it is one of those trying to find a husband type of thing, I think, but maybe she doesn't want to find a husband. And then there's a guy that, from what I read in the synopsis, is gonna help her find someone, or I'm not sure, but please let me know if this is a good book or not. I think it had pretty average ratings on Goodreads. So yeah, second book of my February TBR. So I'm gonna set it up like, no, I know you can't really see it, but that's okay. Okay, next one. Is number 12. Okay, so I definitely know it's a paperback. Please let it be a good one. I hope it's a good one. So let's. Oh. So it's the short stories Because You Love to Hate Me, 13 Tales of Villainy. So it has multiple authors like Susan Dennard, I recognize her. Marissa Meyer, of course, I recognize her. Victoria Schwab. Nicola Yoon. And in collaboration with 13 booktubers. So, interesting. I'm looking forward to reading this. So I think it says Something Wicked This Way Comes. In this unique anthology, 13 acclaimed best-selling authors team up with 13 influential booktubers to reimagine. Oh, okay. The origin stories of the villains we love to hate. Infamous foes from fairy tales, mythology, and brand new worlds. So, definitely sounds interesting. Looking forward to reading this. Okay, number 3. Please let it be a single digit. Okay, number 9. We're kind of like going towards the back part. So, number 9. So, another paperback. Hopefully it's a good one. Okay, yeah. I'm happy about this choice. Neon Gods by Katie Robert. So this will be the first time I will read a Katie Robert book. And I'm looking forward to this one because it is a retelling of Persephone in Hades, which is, of course, my favorite Greek couple. Who doesn't love Persephone and Hades? So, yeah. And I think this is a spicy romance, so I'm really happy about that because I need some of that right now since I'm in a reading stump. So, yeah, good one. So 4 more books. Let's see what's the next one. Okay, number 6. Let's see. Okay, it's a hardback. Oh, please, please let it be a good one. Oh, I'm not in the mood to read this one, but it is what it is. So, What the River Knows. I did get that. This is the Owl Crate edition, so it does have a really nice sprayed edge to it. And I like that it has a ribbon bookmark. So I did hear that this does have really good ratings. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I might save this towards the end of February. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't feel like reading this book right now, but it is what it is. So I have 3 more books to pick. Number 10. Okay, so paperback. Let's see what it is. Okay, another book I'm not in the mood to read. So, Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree. This is the prequel to Legends and Latte, which I still haven't read yet. So, I decided that I want to read this one first before Legends and Latte. So, I'm kind of not liking. I think there's only one book or 2 books that I'm looking forward to reading, but I'm getting books that I'm like, I'm not really in the mood, but it is what it is. Okay, I think I got 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so 2 more. Oh, please, I want like the last 2 to be good ones. So number 8. I want at least one number towards the front. I hope the last one is like... So this is another paperback. Please be a good one. Please be a good one. Okay. The Art of Hearing Heartbeats. This is a trilogy. It came out in the early 2000s, I think. I heard it's a really good trilogy series. It is a historical fiction romance type of book, and I believe it's... So it says, when Wynn's father disappears one morning without a trace, the day after her graduation from law school, her family is left unsettled and confused. It's not until a few years later that her mother finds a piece of the puzzle, an unmailed love letter to a Burmese woman named Mimi. So it has something to do with this girl's father, and he had a past, and he was in love with a Burmese woman, and the whole trilogy is about his love story with the Burmese woman named Mimi. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Okay, one last book. Please be a good one. Be a really, really good one. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I got number 4, and I know which one number 4 is. Which is the thickest book on the shelf. And you guys, if you saw my haul video, you probably know which book this is. So it is Anna Karenina. Oof. I mean, I am looking forward to reading it because I've been wanting to watch any of the adaptations, especially the one with Keira Knightley. But 800 pages, it's a really long, thick book. I had a feeling I was gonna end up picking but I mean, I really am being punished for not reading enough books last month. So, wow, I was really not expecting that. So, that's my unfortunately, that's my TBR. Let me move you guys a little bit. So, Brides and Brothers, Dangerous Alliance, Because You Love to Hate Me, Neon Gods, What the River Knows, Bookshops and Bone Dust, The Art of Hearing Heartbeats, and Anna Karenina is my TBR for February. So, I'm gonna try and just read 4 books. Oh my gosh, that Anna Karenina is gonna really kill me. I really hope it's good. So yeah, that's my TBR blindly choosing book video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So we'll see how many books I will read in the month of February. And hopefully I at least like half of the books that I picked. So definitely the next few videos will be reviews on the 2024 books that I read last year, hopefully soon. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.